Greetings, nerds and newcomers. Welcome to the first episode of Mentor Mondays. Today's topic is, what is D&D? When people hear the phrase D&D or Dungeons & Dragons, people often have one of three reactions. Firstly, what is that? Secondly, I've heard about it but I don't know much. Or thirdly, oh my god, you play Dungeons & Dragons too? What edition? You watching this video might have images of D&D come to your mind. A large castle towering over a cityscape on the eastern side of town. A group of adventurers delving deep into these ancient ruins, searching for any buried treasure that remains. Characters traversing a large plain over a week in order to get to the ancient city that lies in the border of two countries. If you play or have played D&D, perhaps some past adventures and battles come to mind. The history of how D&D began is long, complicated, and beyond the scope of this video. In short, two men, Dave Arneson and Gary Gygax, meet each other in 1969. Both of them having interest in wargaming, they collaborate and form the company Tactical Studies Rules in 1973. The next year, in 1974, Dungeons & Dragons is first released in January as 3 booklets. In 1975, Tactical Studies Rules dissolves, and from this TSR Hobbies Incorporated is the owner of D&D for the next 22 years. During this time, more content is being produced and demand is higher than supply. There is a large negative association with D&D and the Satanic Panic starting in the early 80s and into the early 90s. In 97, Wizards of the Coast purchases TSR and has owned the IP ever since. Currently, the game's in its 5th edition since 2014. I have my 5th edition player's handbook right here, and this basically is just the rules of the game. On page 5 and 6, it goes into detail about what is D&D and how to play. Simply put, Dungeons & Dragons is a cooperative tabletop role-playing game, also known as a TTRPG. A group of players and one person who plays the Dungeon Master, DM, or Game Master, GM, interact with words and dice and characters to tell a story. Reading here off the player's handbook, D&D followed this basic pattern. The DM describes the environment. Like a narrator of a play, the DM sets the stage with their words. The players are acting, or role-playing, as characters of different backgrounds, races, and abilities that they choose, and they tell the DM what they'd like to do. The DM narrates the result of their actions, with dice if needs be. And that's basically how D&D works. The DM introduces the players to a world rife with conflict. The players interact with the world with their characters. Then the Dungeon Master explains the consequences or rewards of their actions. The cycle repeats itself throughout the game session, which can last for hours. There are many other rules, spells, and guidelines to play, but they all pale in comparison to a group of people getting together and using their imagination to have fun and adventure. Hopefully this video was a brief and engaging explanation of what is D&D. If this video piqued your interest, down below in the description, or in the doobly-doo, as it's called, I have linked the webpage for downloading the basic rules in PDF format from dnd.wizards.com. If you like this video, you can do me a solid by giving it a thumbs up, even a subscribe if you're especially awesome. You can find me on Twitch every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday night, and you can also find me on Twitter. The links are listed below for your convenience. I have videos being released every couple of days from my D&D streams. And next Monday, another Mentor Monday video will come out. This time answering the question, specifically, what is a Dungeon Master? Until next time.